Hey guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Can you believe it? I think we're actually on our fourth TikTok Mums Behaving Badly, and I'm so happy that you guys really enjoy them. I'm a mum of two, and sometimes I get recommended a lot of iffy mum talk stuff, and I just want to share it. Just want to share it with you. So today we have two. I could have added some more in, but it would have been a very long video, so I'm gonna save them for a rainy day. You've probably seen these. You have probably seen these, but I'm going to do a little bit more of a deep dive. I say deep. I'm going to do a bit more of a snorkel adventure. I'm going to want to say a deep dive. She's a fundie. She's a Christian fundamentalist, and she is going on her 12th child. And I had no idea about this account. Okay, I had no idea about this account, but we're going to go into it because her eldest kids, when she was announcing that they're going to be a family of 11 going on to a family of 12, her oldest kids' reactions, I felt so bad for them. They just wanted to leave. They all gave each other this look and was like, I'm getting out of here.
This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became a mom of 12 beautiful children.
We also have number two, who is a mum who this went so viral to the point where I was moving, because I have in fact been moving house. So I didn't actually manage to catch the original, but I found a recording of it. This mum who came on and she said that she does not speak to her child.
I don't talk to her? I don't know. Is that weird? Like, should I be like just saying things?
Yeah, best believe we're going to be getting through that. So grab a coffee, grab a drink, grab a snack, grab anything. I need some herbal tea at the minute. I'm going to continue saying that I'm ill until this illness goes away, because I am never ill. And I've been trying to do everything possible today just to make myself feel a little bit better, just to I don't know, I've even put a bit of makeup on. I don't know if you can tell, but I put my dress on, put makeup on. I don't know if you noticed this, but I've also got these beautiful pendants right here. They are so gorgeous. They are so beautiful. I'm absolutely in love with them, and I really want to tell you a little bit more about them. They are the sponsor of today's video, which is Luisa. I'm just going to do some little close-up shots of these necklaces because honestly, I think they're beautiful. I don't wear necklaces day to day. I'm going to be completely honest. I do wear them when I go out, which is maybe once a month. I then saw these on the website. I was just thinking, absolutely gorgeous. Luisa May pendant, which I absolutely love. It's a little moon, and I just think it's absolutely glorious. Not to mention as well is that Luisa jewelry is unmatched quality. It's long lasting, hypoallergenic, water resistant, and it's also sustainable at the same time. Packaging that it comes in is no exception either. I love the fact that it comes in a little cardboard box. I think that's a really great touch. The second one that I got is the Ocean Gold Charm necklace. It's this little guy right here, but I'll do you a little close up. I really love this one. I think it's beautiful. It has three different little pendants on it. If I'm pairing the moon with the ocean or the May with the ocean pendant, I think it looks great. Really excited to be able to wear this on like a summer's day if I'm out with my friends, out doing this and that. I'm mega excited. As you can tell, I don't really get out that often, and it's a case of elevating your style without breaking your budget. Designs start at just $39, so the more you buy, the more you save. Also, it is free and fast shipping if you are in the US, but do not worry, I hear you cry from neighboring countries. Anywhere else, it's crazy affordable shipping options, so don't worry, they got you covered. Worry-free guarantee as well, so it's 2 years on all of their products, which is just chef's kiss amazing because you don't have to worry about it. Peace of mind knowing that you have got that 2-year warranty on your product. But if you would absolutely love to go and try Luisa for yourself and get some of these absolutely stunning pieces, please click the link in my description box. I will leave it in the pinned comment just so you know where to go. Definitely go and check Luisa out. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's video.
Looking for that connection point to other moms, other new moms. This is my first time doing this. I'm learning something new every single day.
So that was his mum who came on, and she basically said that she does not talk to her child. That actually she does dances and she makes faces, but in terms of actually talking to them, she is just doesn't know what to do.
Does anyone else not talk to their kid or their baby? My daughter is 11 months old, and me and my wife spend most days with her together. And today it was just me and her all day, and I realized sitting at dinner that it was just quiet and we weren't even talking, which she can't talk, so, but I don't talk to her. I don't know, is that weird? Should I be just saying things so that she can learn how to talk? I make noises, I do funny faces, I dance. but I don't converse. What do you think?
Now that video went mega viral. There was people literally making skits saying that this child is going to be in like therapy when they're older, like unable to talk, all of this kind of stuff.
You guys are like actually talking to your babies? Well, I mean, what do you say to them? They can't talk back to you. Is that not weird? Is that not awkward? I make faces and like funny sounds. But I'm not talking to her. We can't hold a conversation, so why would I talk to her? I thought we didn't have to start talking to them until they were much older, like 4 or 5 years old. When they learn how to talk, that's when we talk to them, right?
People were really laying into it, and yeah, were saying this is ridiculous, like why don't you talk to your child, yada yada yada. She then comes back on with a follow-up video saying that actually she didn't mean it like that. She felt vulnerable. She was looking for a, mum to mum moment where she could communicate with other mums about what is going on, but instead she was met with like a fair bit of hostility. So she does come back on and she says, I just wanted to chat to some parents because I wasn't really sure. Now I will say she did kind of, judging by her first video, she was, basically saying like, I don't know how to talk to my child. And then in the follow-up video, she was like, no, I do know how to talk to them. I just meant in like prolonged silence. So it's a little bit confusing as to which one she really means.
Okay, I wanted to come on here and clarify something because the comments on my previous video got very intense. I asked a question. Yes, I was looking for some feedback. Some people had some genuine comments and I appreciate that. A lot of the comments were very hurtful. But what can I expect? This is TikTok, this is social media. People like to express their opinions and you are allowed to. It's the law, free speech. I absolutely do talk to my daughter, bottom line. I love that little nugget to pieces. She is the best. And honestly, like that post was just about moments when there is silence. It is quiet and you feel a little bit awkward, like trying to fill that silence. Doesn't mean I'm not trying, right? I was just sincerely trying to share a human moment that new moms have. And I was looking for that connection point to other new moms. This is my first time doing this. I'm learning something new every single day. That's how this works. So thank you to the moms that have reached out to me on the side and have been super genuine and say they can relate and just been supportive because I definitely needed that. But yeah, thank you all. I do appreciate the feedback and I think everyone has gotten their point across, so thank you.
I do feel a little bit bad for her because if she did come on and she actually meant to, that wasn't really what she meant to say. She should have said what she said. She should have said what she meant she was trying to say in the very first go. She didn't. And as a result, TikTok went off. I mean, you have to be so to the point on TikTok because if you come out and you just make a off-the-cuff video stating something outlandish, even if that's not 100% what you mean, or even if like that's like an over exaggerated way, TikTok do not mess with that. So you need to be as honest as possible.
So I did a post about how we force our children to follow Jesus.
Carissa Collins, she has a huge Instagram. She's got a big TikTok. She might even have a YouTube. I don't know. I do not want to venture and watch too much of this woman's stuff for fear of going insane. So she is a fundie. She's a Christian fundamentalist. She's extremely religious. I'm going to get through some of her more extreme religious beliefs, such as like water fasting when she's pregnant. She believes that God wants them to like water fast even when she is pregnant, and she believes that like all vaccines are poison and all of this, and that certain vaccines cause autism. Like she believes that kind of stuff. We are going to delve into a little bit more of that, don't you worry. I'm going to put a little pin in it. She comes on and the video that goes viral is she has 11 kids. Okay, she comes on and I'm not gonna show the video per se because it'll be hard for me to show their reactions because I don't like showing kids on my channel, but I can't show you really the video because it is their reaction. So I'm just gonna like walk you through it. All right, she is singing. She's got all of her kids around her and she's like singing a song, and as she's singing she says 12 kids instead of 11. and the kids are sort of singing. And then she stops and she goes, I don't think you guys heard me. I said 12 kids. And then the eldest kids at the back, which range like preteen years, all looked like shocked. And you could see them all turning to each other in this moment and almost having like a silent conversation of going, what the hell? Why is she pregnant again?
This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became a mom of 12 beautiful children. Children didn't hear me. I said 12 children.
You said 12 children. You guys. Yay! Yay! Mommy's pregnant! Yay! You're pregnant! Mom, I knew it! Mom, you're pregnant! No, Mom, no! Mom, you're gonna have children. Wait, no!
I don't know what I'm gonna have, but yes, I'm pregnant.
Wait! You're pregnant!
The look on their faces to the point where they actually stormed off. Which is like, a picture could paint 1,000 words, or photo could take up, you know what I mean. Obviously, those eldest kids don't look too happy about it. Carissa did actually come back out and she said somewhere like, you know, my kids' expressions, like they're actually really, really happy. And after the camera stopped rolling, they came to tell me how happy they are for me, or us, or whoever. Everyone is saying, well, it's obvious the eldest kids raise your younger kids. And it becomes a little bit more apparent on their account. And there's a picture which literally says, you know, my flex is that I can get 10 children out the door and to basketball by myself and spend 8+ hours with them in the gym every weekend. Okay, I'm just going to say this right here, right now. You are not the one who's primarily doing that. Okay, by the looks of it, they don't have a nanny, they don't have anyone like that. Your eldest kids, the reasoning why they're giving you that look is because they know that they have got another child to look after. Deleting my paragraph because what's the point? My heart goes out to the older kids. All 4 in the back just had a whole non-verbal conversation with each other, judging the mum. Your oldest kids are devastated, actually. Hope it helps. The reason they didn't understand is because they lost count. That's not teenagers being cool. Those are actually parentified older siblings. The oldest won't have children. The back row is devastated. Yeah. So the whole reasoning as to why her and her husband keep on having more kids is because that is apparently what God has told them. And we know within like certain religions, like, you know, if you're Mormon, then, you know, they believe that having the more kids you have, the more chances you are of getting into wherever the hell they want you to go. She does also state that she will force religion onto her children. She did this very backwards video. And when I say backwards, I mean that I really didn't understand what she was saying, but she did make a video where she was saying that, you know, yes, we do force religion, but, you know, they just get it. I don't know. I'm going to let her explain.
I did a post about how we force our children to follow Jesus, but let me go a little deeper. Ultimately, you can't force anyone to do anything. I think we all know that. But me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord, and we're going to teach our children how to do that also. If you're anything like me, you've seen lots of kids or children grow up that were raised in Christian homes and fall away from God. But let me tell you what I believe is the key to preventing our children from falling away from God. I believe that it is cultivating an actual relationship with God, with them. Not what I believe and not my faith, but teaching them how to find the truth, where the truth is, why we believe what we believe, and allowing them to hear the voice of Yahuwah and to know him for themselves. We also focus a lot on the power of Yahuwah and the presence of Yahuwah. And so they've seen lots of healings. And those are things you can't take from somebody. You can't teach to somebody. It's something that they see and they know and they believe because they've seen it with their own eyes. You know the saying, if you know, you know? That's really what it is with our children. Either they know, or they don't know that they know. And I believe that it all stems from, do they know Yahuwah themselves? Or do they know the God we serve and what we believe? So in our home, we teach our children what the word of Yahuwah says, what it looks like to follow Yahusha, and what it means to obey God. And we have them reading the word of Yahuwah so that it isn't just something that mom and dad are saying, but that they're hearing the actual voice of Yahuwah also for themselves. I really do believe the Bible verse that says, raise them up in the Lord and they will not depart. But here is the key. Are we raising them to just go to church on Sunday, to look the part and be the part, or are we raising them to actually know him? There is a huge difference. A huge difference. Are we walking like him, or are we walking with him? Be blessed, y'all.
Right, and she's not the only TikTok mum that I've seen doing this kind of speech. I've got nothing against religion, if that is like maybe what people think, but it's the people that come on, say all of this like really out there, dangerous stuff, really, stuff that she's then promoting her audience to do in the name of God, that I do take issue with.
But I was like, I'm not going to prevent future children, and the vasectomy is permanent. Well, every single day for a week that I put that pill in my mouth, I knew, like the Bible says, anything not done in faith is sin. And so I knew I was sinning. Like I knew without a shadow of a doubt I was not obeying the Lord, and I was going against his exact words to me. And so I told my husband, this was the hardest thing I've done so far in our marriage, I really believe, that I've had to do. I said, I'm giving you over to a vasectomy because I can't partake in sin. So I said, I will not pull out. I will not do anything that is going to prevent God from giving us life and blessing our family. Wow. And I said, I can't partake, but I also can't force you. And so I said, you can get a vasectomy, but you will stand before the Lord one day and you will account for what you've done.
I was trying to search for their Reddit on Reddit and I couldn't find it, but I found it was called like Fundy Snark or something, which I've been on before, and they did this amazing compilation of all of the different things that this woman has done. So I'm actually just going to leave that whole entire thing linked in the description box so that you can go and have a little read, because if I were to go through every single thing, we'd be here for over an hour. Vaccines poison, which she does. More vaccine fear-mongering. Claims her miscarriage was the result of sin, getting a sonogram too early. Do you think God can heal autism? Of course. Anti-birth control, anti-planned pregnancies, anti-general reproductive health. Raising real men and homosexuality is a sin. Insta story where she claims homosexuality is an agenda to depopulate the world. Paragraph rant about why normalizing sexuality is wrong includes nuggets like, God told me that one day in my children's lifetime it would be uncommon to be a heterosexual. Promoting claims that vasectomies are linked to cancer. Promoting martyring yourself by dying in childbirth. Encourages followers with pregnancy-related health problems to keep having kids with no regard for their health and safety. Yes, so she has a very extensive list of things that she has in fact promoted under the name of, wanting to have more children for literally the sole purpose of God. She also believes that if you pray hard enough, you'll be able to pray away your mental illness. So she says, the key to overcoming PTSD, fear, anxiety, depression, anger, resentment, unforgiveness, discontentment, etc. is to meditate on his word, declare his promises, and sit in his presence. She does also talk about water fasting whilst pregnant. She says, I stopped trying to lose weight and stopped caring what others thought and how I looked, and started eating to care for my temple, and then just obeying whatever God asked of me. Don't get me wrong, it was hard to surrender, it was hard to stop caring, hard to look in the mirror and love the process my body has taken through 11 pregnancies. But God is faithful when we give it to him. And now in my 11th pregnancy, God has allowed me to be almost the weight I was when I got married. A weight I never thought I would get to, and without me ever trying. I feel better and healthier than ever since I started making fasting and obedience to him a priority. But bear this in mind, I have also read as well that she doesn't believe in like going to the doctors for like checkups and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, none of that surprises me. I think when you're, like I've already said, religion, like whatever, believe whatever you want to believe, but when it then starts harming other people, in my opinion, they are harming their kids by having more kids when the older kids then have to raise the youngest kids, and then also going on social media and spouting all of this complete and utter nonsense. That is when it starts becoming a little bit And there's always like this air of like pompousness when they are then, you know, throwing speeches out into the world that we are all not trying enough and that we all need to do as they say. It's just, tell you what, it really grinds my gears. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. That is pretty much it. Thank you so much for sticking with me for yet another TikTok Mums Behaving Badly. I'm so happy that so many of you really like this little series that I've got. I really like doing them. If you want to go check out these beautiful pieces, please click the link in my description and my pinned comment to go to Luisa. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's video, and thank you so much to you guys for watching today's video. So yeah, thank you so much. I will chat to you guys later. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys in the next video.